Sorry. I am still sick. But how's it going, everyone? My name is Shady Tato. Welcome, all you salty spectators, to Torch Talk. It's been a while. I've been out because I have been sick this whole time. I'm obviously here with these other fuckheads.
Thanks.
Rogue, Hades, and Jedi.
Feeling the love.
How's it going, folks?
You may be feeling the love. I'm feeling the hate. Nothing but piss and vinegar run through my veins.
Well, normally we would start off with talking about, how everybody's days and stuff have been, but not today. No, we're just going to jump right into it.
Oh.
The topic of discussion for tonight is actually it's actually something that will explain why I've been gone for so long. And no one else knows what the topic is, so they're not prepared, but they'll have plenty of time to prepare because we're breaking script again, as normally the host, which is me tonight, would go last. No, this time I'm going first. So the topic in question oh god, is what in your experience is the worst holiday season or time of year? Now, the question is not what is in your opinion the worst holiday. That has already been confirmed by a comedian that I saw on a TikTok feed on my fucking Facebook feed, who confirmed Father's Day is the worst fucking holiday. That shit falls behind.
I was gonna say,
how do you even celebrate Columbus Day?
I was gonna.
I have so many opinions on that one.
Not pillaging. That's how you do it.
But anyway, that's not the that's not the topic of discussion. The question is, in your experience, for you personally, what is the worst holiday season or time of year? Now,
oh boy.
Before I get into my story, I just want to preface it by saying I fucking hate Kansas.
Oh my god, yeah.
I hate the house I live in. I very much want to get the fuck out. And I have saved up, and I had saved up a good deal of money. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was a start, right? Now, I realize this is a little off topic, but trust me, this is relevant, and you'll understand why here in a second.
He'll even delete it.
I think I know where this is going, but
I think it's
time is such a wonderful time of year, isn't it? It's got all the lights, it's a wonderful atmosphere. There's snow, there's presents, there's Santa, there's fucking religious people knocking on your door singing about Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Hey, as the song says, it's the most wonderful.
Hate Christmas. I fucking hate Christmas.
Not all we need now.
All right.
All we need now.
No, shut up, Devin. Shut up. I have the fucking talking stick. Shut the fuck up. I fucking hate Christmas. All right. Now, it's not because I'm a Scrooge who just can't get into the holiday spirit. No, that's not it. It isn't because I'm some anti-Christian who doesn't like Jesus. No, that's not it. It isn't even because of the fucking seasonal holiday Christmas commercials that come up, that start coming on the second Halloween is over. No, that's not it either.
We can't even have Thanksgiving anymore.
Shit.
The reason that I fucking hate Christmas is because Murphy's Law is never more present in my life than Christmas time. Example, 3 years ago, 3 Christmases ago, a week before Christmas, my pipes froze. They had been frozen all the way up to Christmas. They were frozen all the way until a week after Christmas was done. Christmas Day that year, my ex gets sick with the coronavirus.
Oh boy.
Oh,
fuck.
no.
Wait, that was 3 years ago?
So, yes.
No.
Oh, beginning
It was
20.
3 Christmases ago. 3 Christmases ago.
Okay.
My ex gets sick with the coronavirus. I take my children
hmm
because I don't want them to get the coronavirus. Come to find later on, she had already passed the coronavirus on to me.
Yep.
So I'm desperately trying to find somewhere for my children to go so that I don't pass it to them. I have no support system here in Kansas. I am by myself. The only people I have to turn to is my ex's family. I asked them if they could take them to keep the children, to keep my kids safe from me. And they said no,
What
because
the
they
fuck?
were so afraid of the coronavirus, they didn't want to fucking die. Yeah,
Wow.
no. They
How old are
they were
How old are these people?
varying
Is
ages.
anyone over? Is anyone
Some of
over
them
70
are
or below like 4?
not below 4, but my ex's grandparents are above the age of 70 or around the age of 70, somewhere around there.
Okay, keep them away from
They weren't
the
the ones. They weren't the ones that I was trying to give them to. That I was trying to get to take them. It was her parents and her other family that I needed to take her. And they wouldn't do it because they were afraid of the fucking coronavirus and didn't want to fucking die. And I was
If
like,
you
are you fucking serious? So you're just gonna leave them here and let them die?
Yeah, that's the
So
I'm getting pissed.
So yeah, like I fucking hate her family. I hate her family. There are only 2 people in her family that I actually don't have very many problems with, and that is the brother, who I don't actually have much of an opinion on because I don't hang out with the guy. I don't know the guy. Like, I don't like him. I don't dislike him. And the stepfather. I fucking love that guy. That guy is amazing. Let me tell you why. I know this is off topic, but I got onto it. I need to tell the story now. So this man, the whole time that my ex and I were together, this guy, he was always wanting to take me places, take me out, and spend time together. Doing the father-in-law son, building the father-in-law son bond, son-in-law bond. And but we never got very many chances to do it because I was either working or he was working. But the few times that we did get to hang out, he was a really cool guy. He can be a little abrasive at times, but he's still a pretty cool guy. This guy, this man, bought a food dehydrator and started making beef jerky. Right?
That's
Oh,
He made some premium fucking beef jerky. I don't know what the recipe was, but he made some premium fucking beef jerky, right?
damn.
Before this man gave any of it to the rest of his family, the first batch he made, he put in a nice big gallon bag, filled that shit up, zipped it off, gave it to my ex, and had her personally deliver it to me.
Nice.
Before anyone else in that family got a single strip. I got a whole goddamn gallon bag.
that's
And
awesome.
It sounds like he loves you.
Like, bro, that man made my fucking week.
I
like,
bet.
that was fantastic. But I digress. That's not the topic. So the point is, I was sick with the coronavirus and I had my children. I did everything that I could to ensure that they didn't get it from me, but my youngest ended up getting it anyway. My eldest did not. Thank God she didn't. I kept her in her room. I didn't let her come out of her room too much. I even you know, gave her food. Like I had gloves on when I was giving her food, gave her food in her room, and I had her stay in her room. Her whole family fucking hated me for that. But you know what? She didn't get the fucking coronavirus. So
Yeah, you were just looking after
you
your
were
kid.
trying. I'm glad your youngest was okay when she got it. But
Yeah,
like, I know she.
No, yeah, but yeah, she got it. She survived it. It was good. But yeah, so she got it. And now I had to, the whole 2 weeks that I was sick with the coronavirus, I had to take care of these kids. And when she got it, you know, I have brain damage, so I have a 24/7 migraine as it is. But the coronavirus like threw that shit into fucking hyperdrive.
I understand. I had head pounding when I had to. I think it just made yours worse. So
And it only got worse every time she screamed, and she never stopped screaming for the full 2 weeks. I didn't get sleep during that whole time. And you know what's more, I had to be on my feet throughout that whole time, taking care of them, taking care of her, and my legs ached so badly I couldn't stand on them, and I still had to be on my feet to take care of her. My ex, who also had the coronavirus, I begged her to fucking take them for a couple of days because I needed fucking sleep and I needed to recover, and she said, "No, I can't take them. I'm hurt too bad. I'm too sick. I can't even walk." Bitch, neither can I. But yeah, so I got to fucking which cracking hurt right there. But yeah, I got to fucking suffer and suffer with my fucking kids while she laid in her bed and peacefully recovered the whole fucking time. So that was Christmas 3 years ago. Sorry, that was 3 Christmases ago. Sorry. Fast forward to the next Christmas, 2 Christmases ago. My pipes froze again. Oh yeah. The whole time I was sick with the coronavirus, my pipes were frozen. The whole fucking.
Oh, so you couldn't even like shower or anything.
Nope.
Oh no.
Fuck that.
2 Christmases ago, my pipes freeze again. You know, can't make food. I can't water my dog. Can't do any of that shit. And everything was, honestly, it wasn't too bad. I was making it work. Then my dog jumps through the fucking window.
Okay.
I was waiting for that.
Yes!
Because you come in, you're like, my fucking dog just jumped through the window. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, this man sent me the photo of like the day after the dog jumped through his window.
Yeah, because she was like covered in bandages, and he's like, this dumbass dog.
Yeah, this fucking dumbass dog jumped through my fucking window. And then she tried it again.
Wait, recently?
No, like within the same week.
Oh,
but
Like,
I
I had just come home with her from the vet, and she tried to fucking do it again.
oh my god!
But
Actually,
yeah,
you know what?
Speaking of, you know, that actually happened towards the beginning of the month, right? The beginning of the month of December, and that vet bill was like $400 fucking for 3 stitches.
Fuck.
I had no money to get my children Christmas presents that year.
Oh,
Because
no.
of this dog. Yep. I couldn't get my children Christmas presents that year because of my fucking dog.
Damn it, Nugget.
Fast forward to this past Christmas, the day of Christmas, not Christmas Eve, the day of Christmas. I'm so glad that I didn't have my kids, because the day of Christmas, my fucking pipes froze again. And at this point, you know, I was used to it. I was like, you know what? This happens every year. I'm going to just deal with it for the next 2 weeks and wait for it to come back. I didn't have fucking water from Christmas to New Year's Eve.
Oh.
My pipes were frozen from Christmas to New Year's Eve. The morning of New Year's Eve, I hear my faucet go. I'm like, yes, I fucking have water again.
Laura said it's a new water.
That's why I always keep mine at a drip in the winter, no matter fucking what.
So, I was fucking happy. My water came back. I was gonna get a shower. I was gonna get everything. Throughout this entire time, when my pipes were frozen, I couldn't cook, I couldn't clean, and I couldn't flush my fucking toilet. Couldn't shit in my toilet either. So I don't know if any of you has ever experienced walking into a men's bathroom that is in horrible disrepair, and there's like urinals that are just full of urine.
Yep.
Oh.
You know that smell?
Yep.
That smell permeated throughout my house the whole fucking time, and there was nothing I could do about it.
At that point, if my pipes freeze, I'm leaking outside.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. I'm in a community.
Yeah, no, you can't go out to the backyard and just shit in the corner.
But I don't think you can do
that. New Year's Eve, my fucking water came back on. I was happy. It was great. I waited a couple of hours to flush the toilet to let the pipes get used to being unfrozen so that they wouldn't burst. Then I flushed the toilet. Everything was fine. Then I finally unleashed the massive shit I'd been holding on to since Christmas. And I clogged my toilet. So I unclogged. I plunged the fucking toilet. And my plunger had broken the year previously, so I had to fucking borrow my ex's plunger, and I fucking plunged my toilet. And
did you have to go over to their house, grab a plunger, and then
I had to go over to their house, knock on their door, be like, "Hey, I need your plunger." Walk into their house, grab their plunger, with them looking at me like I'm fucking insane. And I walk out of the house with the plunger and come back. I fucking unclog my toilet, and I flush it again. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Nothing fucking burst, and sewage isn't going everywhere. So I'm happy, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I come back into the kitchen, right? And I turn my faucet on, and I go to start cleaning dishes, but I realize that the water's not getting hot. Why isn't the water getting hot? Oh, that's right. I've turned my water heater off when the pipes froze like a fucking responsible adult so that the water heater didn't burn up.
Gotta go relight the pilot light.
Yeah. So I go to relight the pilot light, and as I'm trying to relight this pilot light, I hear this shh coming from the water heater. And my water heater has burst on me before. And I was like, no, please, not again. So I get up into this small space where the water heater is, and I'm looking around for a fucking leak, but there is nothing. This thing is bone dry, right? So I think, okay, maybe it's just filling up with water after the pipes were frozen for a while. Maybe it's just filling up with water. So I'll leave it and come back to it and light it later. So I leave it. I come back into the living room. I enjoy the rest of my day, and I have brain damage, so I completely fucking forgot about it. Until I was about to go to bed, at 11 o'clock. Actually, it was like 11:30. So at around 11:30, I'm watching the ball drop, and I'm like, you know what? I'm alone. What the fuck is the point in watching and celebrating New Year's? I'm just gonna go to bed. And then it occurs to me, oh, I should probably light my fucking water heater before I go to bed so that I have hot water so I can take a shower in the morning and do dishes so I can fucking cook and eat. So I go back there to turn it on, and I still hear shh. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way this thing is still filling up with water. So I listen a little closely and realize the sound is not coming from my water heater. It's coming from beneath my water heater, under the home. And I'm like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. What could possibly be wrong now? No sooner did those words leave my lips, did it turn 12 o'clock. The ball had dropped. It was New Year's Day, and I hear a from beneath my feet.
No.
The floor shakes.
No.
I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
And keep in mind, since Christmas Day, I had been disgustingly sick from Christmas Day up to this point. I was very sick. I still am. And so I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I run into the living room. I get dressed. I get my jacket on. I get my boots on. I grab my keys. I throw open the door, close it behind. I put my dog away because I'm not about to deal with that shit. And I throw open the door. I go outside. I go to the side of the house. I close the door behind me. I go to the side of the house, open the side panel of the skirting, and look underneath. And sure enough, the main fucking water line had burst.
No.
And was just spewing water everywhere underneath my house. I was like, you have got to fucking be kidding me. So I go back inside. I grab my phone. I'm calling every local plumber I can, as well as like the emergency services. But it's fucking New Year's Day. No one is working, not even emergency service members. The soonest that an emergency service member was going to be able to get out to me was fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. What was between 8 o'clock in the morning and 12 in the afternoon. I was like, oh, fuck no. I'm not about to wait that long for somebody. I'm not about to sit here and let my fucking main water line spew water underneath my home for 8 to 12 hours. It's not about to happen. So I grab my tools. I go outside to the other side of my house, and I'm like, all right, I don't give a damn how long this takes. I'm going to fucking pop this this manhole cover and turn my fucking shutoff switch off myself. If anyone has ever tried to manually turn off their fucking cutoff switch, it is not easy. If you're not doing it with a specialized tool that's specifically made to turn off to turn off your shutoff switch, it is, unless you're a bodybuilder, it ain't happening. And someone with my physique was not about to get it. But I didn't even get the chance to get angry about that, because when I got there, for some reason, in the dead of winter, the grass had completely grown over the manhole. Somehow. I don't know how the grass was growing in the dead of fucking winter, but it did. So I got annoyed. I grabbed the fucking the grass with my cold ass hands, and I ripped it off the manhole cover. I was like, all right, let's go. And I go to pop open the manhole cover. Come to find, it's fucking cold outside. The manhole cover is frozen shut.
Damn it.
And no amount of beating this thing with my fucking wrench was going to change that fact. I know, I tried.
Can I just say something?
Sure.
Mother Nature fucking conspired against you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she hates you.
Oh yeah, she fucking hates me. But the story's not over yet.
Did you pollute a lot as a kid or some shit?
No, not that I'm aware of anyway. But anyway, so I resigned myself to pack up my tools and go back inside and curse the fates for 12 fucking hours, because I wasn't going to sleep. And 12 hours later, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the guy didn't get here until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And the reason why he couldn't get to me until 12 o'clock in the afternoon was because he had number one, because he was the only emergency personnel on call that day.
Why?
I don't fucking know, but he had 4 other people whose pipes burst as well that he needed to turn their water off. So I was the 4th one that he came to, which made, it made sense. I got over it. And so he comes up to the manhole cover and encounters the same problem. It's frozen shut. And he looks at it and goes, nope, I'm gonna be right back. He goes back to his truck and comes back with a fucking propane blowtorch and fucking
That's
he
awesome.
said, fuck you, Mother Nature. I ain't playing around.
Fuck you, Mother Nature. I'm not playing around. I got places to be. And so he does this. I'm sitting in the window looking at him, watching this. I fucking tap on the window and go, dude, you're my fucking hero. And he looks at me like I'm fucking insane, and then goes back to what he was doing, turns off my switch, plugs the manhole back up, and then rushes back to his car and drives off to go about his business. I didn't blame him. You know, I was a little excited that he did that. So after he does this, after my water shut off, I start calling plumbers again, right? Mm-hmm. But it's fucking New Year's Day. There's no plumbers that are working. So I have to spend the whole day without water again and wait until 10 o'clock the next day for a plumber to come out and look at my shit.
And I'm guessing you don't have like a convenience store in your near vicinity that you can walk over to use the bathroom to or anything?
No.
Damn.
He had the whole shit until the next day.
The next day arrives, and you know, the plumbers get here. They take a look at the situation. You know, they turn the water back on to see how bad the leak is. They identify, you know, how bad it is and whatnot. They turn the water back off. They come to me. They give me an estimate. It's going to cost $660 fucking to fix this pipe. It's going to cost me everything that I had been saving up for the past 4 months and then some to fix this water line. But I have no choice. I need water to my house, so I pay it, and they fix it. I have water again. Everything's great. But I didn't have any money for the rest of the fucking month, so I had to ration for the whole month what little I had left in the house, while also finding a way to feed my child once or twice a day until she goes to her mother to be for the night, right? While, needless to say, I was fucking hungry. I was fucking hungry.
I'm
by the
so
end
sorry
of January.
for you, man.
I'm so sorry for you.
So, February, but yeah, New Year's Day was bad. That whole month was bad. But after New Year's Day was done, and I got the fucking pipes fixed, you know, the reason why I had no money is because I went to pay my bills, which were normal up until my gas bill, which was $294. My gas bill is usually around $90 to $100. Sometimes it's all the way down at $60. That month it was $290 something. So I had no money, which is why I had to ration my food. Well, this month comes around. Excuse me. This month comes around. Actually, before I even get there, this whole time I'm constantly sick, because every parent who has a child that goes to school knows the vicious cycle of their kid coming home from school sick because some shithead sent their kid to school with the sniffles, not thinking that it was going to be a big deal.
Motherfucking
your kid, and then they get my kid sick. My kid comes home, gets me sick, and then she gets better. I get better. She goes back to school, and some other parent who sent their kid to school with the sniffles passes whatever the fuck they have on to my kid. She comes back, I get sick all over again. If you are a parent who sends your kid to school with the sniffles, fuck you. I fucking hate you. You are what is wrong with society.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like, looking back, I did try to get out of school sometimes by claiming I had like sniffles, but
I'm pretty sure every kid has.
It's better to do that than to cause a literal outbreak.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, she came home like almost every week. She would come like every week at the week to 2 weeks. It would take me to recover from whatever she brought home. But the second that I recovered, she came home with something else. The latest one was fucking strep.
Oh no!
As someone who had gotten strep every year until he was 16, I know you're suffering.
And up until today, the same thing that happened with the coronavirus happened with this. I got stuck with the kid while my ex got to peacefully recover in her bed.
That's not fair.
That's fair.
Now,
You're just a piece of my mind.
you would think that would be the worst of it.
Oh no.
But
wait,
then February comes.
Oh god.
February comes and I get paid, right?
Mhm.
There is a silver lining to this whole shit show. I got paid more than what I normally do. I had like $71 in my bank account that I had to save. I couldn't spend that on anything because if I did, I wasn't going. I had to save that for an absolute emergency. So I did. I saved it when I could have gotten myself something, but no, I saved it. And February hits, and all of a sudden, like my benefits checks are are like $1,600, sometimes $1,700. This month, there was $1,900 in my account.
Woo!
Yes. Thank you, USAA. Thank you, benefits, because like that was a fucking blessing from the heavens. I was going to be left with enough money to start saving again, right? Wrong.
Oh no.
Because so I put off, so I forgot to pay my bills the 1st and the 2nd. So I paid them on the 3rd. Everything was fine until once again I get to my gas bill, which was $350.
Why?
Okay, why is it
What the
climbing
hell?
though?
I wondered that too, but then I realized the winter storms that blew through forced me to open my cabinets to keep the undersides of my fucking sinks warm.
Oh, so
But
your
I
heater had
didn't
to do double time.
So my heater had to fucking do double time to keep the fucking house warm, and while these fucking cabinets were just blowing cold air into the house because there's no insulation there. And not only that, but the window that my dog jumped through is still fucking broken, so there's cold air coming in through there too. And on top of that, my kid had somehow messed with the thermostat and turned it up to fucking 79, 80 degrees.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
I didn't
Does she want to live in a
realize it.
furnace?
I didn't realize it for a fucking month.
That is
Fuck.
every dad's nightmare.
Yeah. So you would think that, the story would end there. Which it does. We're up to present. There's nothing more.
Okay. You fuck.
I'm like, we're
You
already at half an hour
fuck.
of your ranting. What more could there be? Half an hour of just straight rants. I'm over here like, what more could there be? There can't
Yeah, no.
possibly
Has
be.
it already been half an hour?
Dear God, has it been
Not
half
counting,
an hour? Holy
not,
shit.
Not counting intro. It's been half an hour since the rant started.
Dear God. That's all I've got. Christmas. I fucking hate Christmas. Now you know why. All right. Someone else's turn. Rogue. What is in your experience, what is the worst holiday season, time of year, and why?
Fuck.
Interesting.
Shut up, Devin.
Didn't know that was a holiday.
Hold on. I must invest. There's like hundreds of weird holidays out there. It has to be one.
We're not going to go through Google just to search for every
like-
single holiday. But
Yeah, no. Rogue has the talking.
Oh, you
stick.
weren't?
Rogue
I
has
have the
talking.
speaking ball.
Yep, there you go. And you know what? I'm talking. Go ahead, Rogue.
All right. What's the one holiday that you think of that has been overly saturated by Hallmark? You would
Christmas.
think Christmas,
Christmas.
but to me, Valentine's Day is the Hallmark holiday. it's like, look, most of my life, I've had some pretty decent relationships. I've gone through plenty of heartbreaks. I've broken a heart once, but I just fucking hate Valentine's Day. It just feels so over glorified as a holiday. It's just like, oh hey, buy your love a little card that celebrates Valentine's Day, or you're a terrible person.
And if you don't have, and if you don't have someone, you just feel like shit because you're alone.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
honestly, I feel like it's opposite day.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I feel like it's opposite day for me whenever I'm single on Valentine's Day. Because when I'm single on Valentine's Day, I actually feel relieved. I don't have any obligations to go out and buy some expensive gift, which I hardly have the money for, to someone that would probably be, either like a short-term thing or a long-term that would just end up breaking my heart at the end. Because, kid you not, every time I was in a relationship on Valentine's Day, something negative was always apparent. Like, one example was in high school where I was dating this one girl. I bought, like, the usual stuff, like a box of chocolates, flowers, and whatnot. I go up to my girlfriend at the time. She's already smitten up with another guy.
That hurts.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is honestly the loneliest time for me. I hate Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so do I.
But honestly, like to have a girl that I'm interested in do that to me, that's confidence shattering.
Yeah. I turned a little bit bitter for the rest of that year.
Mm-hmm. I bet you did. I don't blame you.
You ever get told that they have a crush on you only because it was a dare?
No, it wasn't even that.
Oh,
she just up and said, I don't have feelings for you anymore, and just left me at that.
But yeah, Jedi, yeah, that happened to me constantly. I was the butt of every one of those jokes.
Same.
I had girls come up to me saying, "You want to fuck my friend?"
Tinder before Tinder was a thing.
Are you fucking? And then their friend would go, "Ew, no."
Like, I don't know what it is about, like, the Valentine's Day holiday. It's just, look, I get you want to cherish your time and energy to someone that you are, seeing, devoted to, married. Maybe you celebrate it as an anniversary or anything, and I get that. That's sweet. That's nice. That's caring and affection and all. But for those who try to use it in the market, fuck you.
Especially like ring companies.
Yeah, like K Jewelry, freaking Hallmark. Hallmark. I don't know why I pick Hallmark every time I think of Valentine's Day, but
it is the greedy. I believe Hallmark. I believe Valentine's Day was actually something that was made up by Hallmark, but I may be wrong.
No, it had a totally different origin.
Or that was blown up by Hallmark.
Hold on.
It was blown up by Hallmark. That's a more better assessment to this. But honestly, those who use, the idea of romance as like a profit, it internally kills me.
and I look up Hallmark holiday, and every list starts with Valentine's Day.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I was gonna say, what does that fucking tell you?
But yeah, I think that's it for my little rant. It doesn't have the same power or energy as Tato's rant about Christmas and whatnot, but it's certainly something.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was something. All right, Jedi, you're up.
I don't have really much dislike for any holiday, honestly, that I've ever experienced.
Not even one. Not even Groundhog Day.
I don't even celebrate that shit. I think it's dumb. Just for the reason, like why let an animal dictate what the winter looks like? Just fucking use the weather app. It's what it's there for. Like, God.
Why does a shadow mean snow? Wouldn't a shadow mean more sun, which means
No, because if you think about it, it gets darker in the winter.
Yeah, it
the
yeah,
nights are
it gets
longer.
it gets darker in the winter. So if there's no shadow, winter still.
no. But I thought it was the whole thing is if he sees his shadow, he goes back inside, and there's 7 more weeks of winter. But if he doesn't, he stays out.
I think you got that backwards.
Do I?
All right. I will Google this quickly, and Jedi, you go on with your topic.
Or do you just not have one, Jedi?
I really don't have a holiday that I hate with experience. I really don't.
Yeah, that if a groundhog emerges from its burrow on this day and sees its shadow due to clear weather, it will retreat to its den for winter to go on for 6 more weeks. If it does not see its shadow because of cloudiness, spring will arrive early, which makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, that makes no fucking sense at all.
I think the reason why it goes back under is because it would hibernate because of the winter.
But anyway, fuck Groundhog Day.
Jedi, this is going to be the new title. Fuck the holidays.
If I had a slight dislike, it'd probably be 4th of July. Only because the couple of times I've been pelted with fucking fireworks. And it wouldn't be on purpose either. It'd be you're going to fucking laugh at this, too. There's one one of the big box fireworks that you can, get, in front of, stores and shit, under, canopies. And there's, this black box fireworks called Killer Clown. And so my folks, they get the firework plus, various other ones. And we're just sitting in our driveway. We put it in the middle of the road, and we're just lighting up the fireworks one by one. We get to the Killer Clown. And after the first one lights, apparently it misfired, firing from the bottom instead of the top, causing it to flip on its side, facing us. It starts firing away. Just rocket after rocket. So I get hit in the fucking leg with one of the rockets. And another one comes toward us, does a U-turn, and hits the neighbor's front door. Ever since then, I would want to do as little to nothing at all with fireworks for 4th of July. I'd rather sit inside and be like, this is nice. This is fine.
Dude, that sounds like a fucking awesome time to me. I love 4th of July. 4th of July is my fucking holiday aside from Halloween. I always get fucking fireworks to fucking light up. And when I was in the military and we were in Oklahoma, we went out to a couple of buddies went and got some fireworks, and we shot them at each other.
Why
That was the scariest game of dodgeball I've ever played.
You played dodgeball with fireworks.
Well,
That
actually,
sounds like fun.
it was more like the firework equivalent of paintball. Actually,
were you guys doing what my dad does, which I hate on 4th of July, and fucking firing Roman candles at each other?
no, we didn't. We weren't using the Roman candles. We were using we started using the big one,
Mortars?
The one that shoots up into the sky and goes boom.
Mortars?
Jesus.
Yeah.
You use
What?
mortars?
After the first one, after the first mortar, we decided not to use those against each other because yeah, that was a doozy. But
that was short-lived.
yeah, no. After that, we kind of just resigned to those bottle rockets, and the ones that
so bad.
stick into the ground and you light them and they shoot off and explode. Yeah, so we would hold the stick that's supposed to go into the ground and we would light it and we would point them at each other. We would run around the field and point them at each other, and it was a good time. A good time.
You guys make it sound like you've been playing GTA in real life for a little bit.
We were in the fucking military. Of course we did. Our lives were
Officer
GTA.
Tato.
I mean, we were technically law enforcement, but that's besides the point.
Actually, you're not even law enforcement. You're military.
Yeah, well,
You're
no,
like
yeah,
a step up
military.
from law enforcement.
Yeah, we're a step up from law enforcement.
Well, no, the step up from law enforcement is military police.
Military, bitch.
You pretty much
Anyway.
described what he was.
All right,
Military
Hades.
police.
I guess that makes it your turn.
I gotta have two. One of them is 4th of July, and that's just because
Y'all suck.
not for that reason. I don't drink on 4th of July, and while I enjoy the fireworks, when they start throwing them at each other, and I'm just trying to sit there, and someone throws one underneath my lawn chair, and suddenly my ass is on fire. I'm not a very happy camper.
I'd imagine not.
And this happens like every other 4th of July.
Does that mean the comment?
But the other time is actually it's kind of the stretch from month fucking Christ. Including New Year's, Valentine's Day, and St. Patty's Day, because it's always January, February, March. I always get real sick, have financial problems, have relationship problems, something. In the case of this year, it's been the first two.
Financial and health.
Yeah. We've kind of been sucking on money recently because surprise bills that come out that we forget about. And we're kind of scrounging sometimes. Health wise, I feel like shit, and I always feel like shit around this time. Do you guys? Most of the time when I got strep throat, it would be around January to March. That every time because of the cold wave, because I have seasonal allergies, it hits me twice as hard. And then this was also the time of year when I was 16 where I got the fucking flu and couldn't leave the house for 2 weeks. I couldn't walk. It was like with the fucking coronavirus thing, but worse. And I think that's kind of what cemented this whole time is a bad time is because I always get sick. I always have the sinus infection, the sinus drainage, and then I always have usually some financial problems since I've been 18. I also had a bad breakup in around this time when I worked at Arby's. Yeah, Arby's.
Arby's?
We
We
have
have the meats?
We have the Mets. But yeah, just like the first 3 months out of the year have always just kind of been fucking bad for me.
Mhm.
If I had to narrow it down, it would probably be more akin to like the time that Rogue said fucking February. Which look what fucking month we're in right now. Yay.
Yay.
Hey.
But I could honestly rant my problems about each of these holidays today, but I'm not going to.
I could.
I also don't like any holiday. No, I like the 4th of July. I don't like any holiday that's just specifically about drinking. It's not fun.
Well, 4th of July isn't specifically about drinking.
That's why I say I
It's
like the
about
4th of July.
celebrating American pride.
That's why I say I like the 4th of July. I don't like New Year's and St. Patty's Day. I still get drunk on New Year's because. Yeah.
Speaking of New Year's, the one thing I hate seeing around social media is like everyone like posting pictures on like their Facebooks, whatever. Like New Year, new me.
About their New Year resolution.
No, this New Year,
Yeah,
New Year, new me bullshit.
yeah, like bitch. A week later,
New
you're gonna go right
resolution,
back to
New
what you're
Year,
fucking doing.
Blame you. Like, unless you actually fucking change and you commit to the change, don't fucking do that.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
no,
Fuck
like
up.
and plus, why do you need a new year to commit to a change?
Exactly.
When you can do it like
Like,
anytime.
if you need a change, like if your life needs a change, don't wait for the new year to change. Make the change now.
When you realize
let your dreams be dreams.
When you realize, yeah,
God, bro.
like 'cause that makes people in situations where they're not able to change just hate you more.
It's just so annoying. To
Honestly,
see.
yeah.
Also, so y'all want to hate Valentine's Day even more than Rogue does?
As if I didn't hate it already.
Go ahead. No, this episode's gonna be called "We Hate Love."
No, it's
still
gonna be
holidays.
called Fuck the Holidays.
Yeah,
Fuck the holidays.
I'm down for that.
Fuck the
Fuck the
holidays.
holidays.
We can't put. Well, it'll have to be frick the holidays, but still.
So here's what I have.
You know what? It'll be Torch the Holidays. There you go.
Yeah!
This guy, let's
He
go.
gets it.
This guy got the jokes.
Anyway, so I have the true origin of Valentine's Day, and it's probably way worse than what we have now.
Please,
Oh, God.
please share.
Inform us. History lesson. History lesson.
History
With
lesson.
the chaotic Jedi.
So, from February 13th to the 15th, the Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. The men sacrificed a goat and a dog, then whipped women with the hides of the animals they had just slain. The Roman romantics were quote-unquote drunk and were naked. Noel Linsky quotes, now a religious studies professor at Yale University, told NPR in 2011, young women would line up for the men to hit them. They believed this would make them fertile. The brutal feat...
Come the fuck again?
What?
The brutal feat
Come
included...
the fuck again?
There's more. Trust me, there's more. The brutal feat included a matchmaking lottery in which young men drew the names of women from a jar. The couple would then be coupled up for the duration of the festival or longer if the match was right. Ancient Romans may also be responsible for the death of modern day, for the name of the modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed 2 men, both by the name of Valentine, on February 14th of different years of the 3rd century. Their martyrdom is honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of St. Valentine's Day.
And also, if you wanted more horror on Valentine's Day, you can also remember the Valentine's Day Massacre.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
God.
that was the thing.
oh
How
yeah.
much time we got left?
We
How
haven't even
much
hit
time
an
we got
hour.
left?
Yet. We're like 5 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I haven't even hit it.
Like we're 5 minutes
5
to
Wait,
an
minutes.
hour.
Not all of us hate certain time of
Time
year.
flies when you
Tato.
read Tato.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm just asking because like I don't like talking about Valentine's Day. I already hate it enough. I don't need any more reason to hate Valentine's Day.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
you gave us enough reason, Jedi. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Also,
fuck, what
cards
was
were
the
never, also cards never became a thing until the Middle Ages.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre was the murder of 7 members.
We're moving on from Valentine's Day, Hades. Did you not get the memo?
It's unrelated. It's just something to do with Al Capone.
I don't give a fuck about Al Capone. He's dead.
Let him
He
stay
died
dead.
a long time ago.
Let him stay.
I don't give a fuck about the Queen. She's dead.
What the fuck? Oh.
Too soon, man.
So Hades is not going to be fair
Really?
anymore.
Okay, she. No. Okay. What the fuck did she even do? Like. Honestly, she was a
I'll tell you.
figurehead.
I'll tell you. All right. More than the vaccine for the coronavirus.
She was the UK's Betty White. Let's put it that way.
Betty White didn't even make it to 100 either. Damn.
Tato, if you would do the honors.
Hades.
Wait, but no, hold on. They both died at I think they both died at 96.
99.
Oh,
Wait,
what? Oh, are we out of time? Are we out of time?
No, just go kick
All
Hades'
right.
nuts for the comments.
fuck you.
Since we do have
No, she was
time.
99.
I mean, I'm. How much time do we have?
We still haven't even hit an hour
I
in
think
yet.
we have a.
We're at 57 minutes.
When
That
we usually
doesn't
go for
answer
like.
my question, you fuck. How much time do we have?
About 33 minutes.
All right. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm like, that's all I needed to say today. I'm fine with ending it early here.
You know what? I feel like I am very uncomfortable with the energy that we brought into this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
How we all were just like very angry.
Yeah, no, we kind of like we opened up with I can't fucking speak. We opened up angry.
And we just got worse as it went on.
Yeah.
And then we just have to end on this note.
Do we find?
No.
Do we? No, wait. No. Well. Do we find a game to fucking let our anger out on?
Cards Against Humanity would start.
Oh God.
I am
mean-
down for that when we get finished here.
Alrighty. Yeah. Well, we're probably ending it pretty soon because we don't got any more to talk about. But actually, you know, I just in all seriousness, fuck all the holidays.
Fuck the
Holidays.
holidays.
Hey, don't touch
Holidays are
Halloween.
stupid.
Don't touch Halloween. That's my baby.
Okay, except for Halloween.
Halloween is the exception, man.
Halloween is good.
Halloween's my
Halloween is the best, bro.
This is Halloween.
You get
This
to
is
dress up
Halloween.
and not get judged, and you get to have free candy. What more could you want?
And the star we call home.
And
So if you hate Halloween and have a legitimate reason for hating Halloween, I respect that legitimate reason. But if you hate Halloween just because you think Halloween is an icky holiday, fuck you.
Oh,
So is
it's a
Christmas.
pagan holiday. So is Christmas.
Jesus was not born on the 25th of December. He was born in March, May,
April, actually.
April. He was born into April.
Should we?
He also, I believe, wasn't killed on Easter.
Christians literally changed the fucking holiday to appease the pagans to get them to fucking what's that word? Convert? Yeah, convert.
Convert, or like, there's another word for it, but I'm not getting.
Assimilate.
Assimilate, yeah. But it's another C word. I just can't think of it.
And the biggest.
How I like to comply.
And if we're gonna get the facts straight here, Jesus was not white. I'm pretty sure he's Indian.
It doesn't matter
not Indian.
Doesn't matter what fucking race
Arabic.
he was. It don't matter what fucking race
He was a human. That's all we know.
Also,
human being.
Also, God, we're going to have to cut some of this out. But in the Bible, it says he looked.
Dude, no. We're not cutting shit out.
No,
we're never cutting shit out here.
In the Bible, it says he looks plain, like a plain man. He looks normal. Why is every Hollywood version of him like super ripped and hot?
All right. Now that we're on the topic of the fucking Bible, you said we had 30 minutes, right?
Dear God, here we go.
Look at the can of worms we opened.
All right.
Yes!
I'm about to go on another rant here. All right.
Oh
Yes.
So
let's fucking rant about the Bible.
I was born into a Christian family, believing the Bible to be truth. But as everyone does when they become a teenager, I developed questions. And none of the religious leaders that I was with at the time, nor my parents, had concrete answers to these questions, which made me question, well, what the fuck am I reading then? Now, my biggest issue came when I found out that Jesus' birthday is not actually the 25th of December. When I found out that it was April and the fucking Christians only changed Jesus' birthday to line up with the winter solstice to make it easier for pagans to assimilate into Christianity, that was like that was the final straw for me. I was done. Like, I realized that, the Bible is not but a good story now. Like it at one point it was scripture. I believe that. I believe that at one point the word of God was translated through a fucking messenger or a scribe or whatever onto into a book. But that book has been rewritten, retranslated, and passed down from generation to generation of human hands who are prone to making errors and changing things changing things to manipulate or coerce the masses of under such a religion into a certain desired direction. That is what I believed for a very long time. I believed this so thoroughly that when I was in the military, I turned to paganism, which I never should have done because paganism makes less sense than Christianity did.
You're like, I went from being insane to being more insane. What the fuck?
Yeah, like that. At first, the stories were interesting, but as I delved deeper into paganism, it just stopped making sense. Like it stopped making sense faster than the Bible did. The Bible took 15 fucking years for me to realize it didn't make sense. This shit stopped making sense after like 3 months. But
maybe it's because now you actually have critical thinking. You didn't necessarily as a kid.
But yeah. So then I meet my fucking ex, right? When we met, she was not on board with the whole religious thing either. She like her family was very hard in the religion, but she was not. She was not. She felt very, very pressured by her family, which I sympathized with. And I moved out here. When I moved out here, I wanted to help her with that. I wanted her to break away from her family and be her own person. Well, her family, unfortunately, had their hooks dug too deep into her, and they brought her back to the religion. They brought her back to the religion so hard that she wanted me to come back to it. And when I told her why I wouldn't, when I told her that the Bible was once scripture, but is now just a good story and is no longer the word of God, she got visibly hurt. And she said that me saying that to her physically hurt her. And that got to me. So I fucking said, you know what? All right, I'll give it a fucking shot. I'll give it a fucking shot for you because you are my wife. Shouldn't have done that. Because when I went to give it a shot, I went to her church. And the preacher explained things in a way I understood, which I had never found before. I had never had a preacher explain the words of the Bible in a way that I actually understood them. That had never happened before. And I found that the more that I went to see this guy, the more that I listened to him, the more I actually started to come back to the faith. This guy had me so had me hooked so well that I was actually I practically had one foot in the goddamn what is that fucking bath called? Baptizing bath.
Oh, yeah. It's baptizing. It's baptizing.
Yeah. I had one foot in the door to be baptized. There was a baptism that was scheduled the very next Sunday, and I was going to do it. I was going to get baptized. I was going to commit myself. But then I went to church the Sunday before that happened and listened to his sermon that day. I don't remember exactly what the sermon was about, but I do know that it had something to do, like the important bit is that it had something to do with the whore Mary, right? So,
I feel
to tell this story, he brought two Bibles. His Bible, which was
and the King James edition,
and whatever the newer version was at the time.
I think it was probably the King James.
Probably.
That edition is crap.
He read out of the King James first, right? And he read a passage that depicted the whore Mary as a beggar. It didn't depict her as a whore. It depicted her as a beggar. Then he read his Bible, the same verse, which depicted her as a whore. And he looked out at the crowd and said, "Why is it different? Why do you think?" And I sat forward in my seat and curled my hand on my chin and was like, "Do tell."
Enlighten me.
Do tell. Enlighten me. And he did. From the words of the preacher who got me back into the faith himself, he said this: "The passage is different from the Old Testament to the King James Version or the New Testament or whatever it was, because the leaders of the Christian faith changed the verse because they didn't want non-Christians to believe that the Bible promoted prostitution." From his lips came the words that shattered everything he had built up in me.
So, in other words,
everything that he basically just confirmed everything I had previously believed from the mouth of a faith leader himself.
Maybe he also stopped believing at that time.
No, he still preaches the word to this day. Like he used it to try and spin that the old version was better because it's just it's a better story of redemption. That's what he was spinning it for, but it didn't have the effect he wanted it to. It didn't have the effect on me that he wanted it to. He pretty much confirmed every insecurity and disbelief I ever had in that book. And I stopped going to church that day. I never went to another sermon.
Yeah,
I have not set foot in another church since. I have not set foot in a church since. That is why, like, I believe in God. Don't get me wrong. I believe in God. I believe that he's out there. I believe he's watching. I believe he's doing his best.
I just wouldn't believe that that any form of God or deity would be, threatening to send someone to eternal damnation. I would honestly believe that they would at least teach that it's okay to have different values and beliefs. Just try to have good morals.
Yeah. Well, regardless, like I believe that he's up there. I've never doubted that. Never in my life have I doubted that. But the Bible is nothing but a good story. It was once scripture. I believe that. But now, after it has passed through so many hands of man, it no longer is.
There are parts of it that are true, but one thing I do want to point out is all of Revelations doesn't actually happen. A lot of it's spoken in code, and it's kind of a anti-Roman Empire.
You have watched the Da Vinci Code way too much, my guy.
Not that
I was about to say,
No. I looked in, like I was looking into the history of it. Also, there's a lot of discrepancies that maybe make it seem like multiple authors wrote it. But
yes, that is exactly why. Like that is exactly it, because multiple authors did write it. Like they're like, actually, if you watch the Da Vinci Code, it explains that. Like the Bible was rewritten. Like the faith leaders of different faiths came together to rewrite the fucking Bible.
But like, one thing, like in Revelations, the whole 666 on the forehead, that's that was a direct dig at Nero, in his face on the coin in Roman times. But like,
so basically, they were just calling him the devil.
Yeah, they were very much just calling him the devil.
How much time we got left? How much time did I eat up?
You ate up about 16 minutes of that time. So now we've got.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding!
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Honestly, I'm more than ready to just move on from this.
Yeah.
if he's already done ranting.
I am done. I'm done ranting. Like that. That is all that I have. I don't have any more stuff. I'm good. I'm ready to just go to games. So if you're all in agreement, I'm gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, I think this is a subtitle. Torch the Holidays. Tato's rant about everything he hates.
Fuck religion.
But I don't necessarily hate. Shut up, Jedi. I don't necessarily hate the Bible. I don't hate religion. I just don't believe in the Bible, and I don't believe in. I do believe that religion is really just a way to control people. But
yeah, I'm atheistic, but I'm a little bit of a different type.
I believe in God. I know he's up there. He's doing his best. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't need to be classified with a big group of people to validate that, hey, there's a God. No, I know there's a God, and that's enough for me.
I will say, I do believe in an afterlife, but I don't believe in God.
Well, go to hell.
Keep it
Damn.
warm.
That's an addition for like any Christian followers. Like this one guy on Twitch called Dr. Witnesser, fucking terrible guy who literally told a kid who I think was like Muslim or something to go to hell. That he was going to hell because he did not follow the Christian faith.
Of course.
Do you know how close the Christian, Jewish and Islamic faiths really are too? They're very.
Yeah, no, honestly, if you really think about it, each and every religion that has been made over the course of like millennia are interconnected in one way or another. They just don't want to accept that.
Catholicism is a fucking cult.
Yeah, for sure. What was the Family Guy quote? Believe me or I'll hurt you. How very Christian of you. Now you're getting the picture.
All right. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching or listening. If you enjoyed this, well, I don't know what is Spotify. I've just recommend it to a friend.
You can
add it to your episodes list.
Yeah,
share it to your friends, family, your dog. Share it to your cat and dog.
No, don't do it to your dog. Your dog might get
Get some ideas.
inspiration from my dog and jump through your fucking window.
Now that's bardic inspiration right
Don't
there.
do that.
Or if you're at work,
but-
listen to it on Spotify.
Thank you all for listening. Hope we see you in the next one. Have a wonderful whatever day you're having.
Welcome to 2023, ladies and gentlemen.
And we'll try to be on top of this more. That's our New Year's resolution.
My welcome.
Ironically.
Dude, my New Year's
Shout
resolution
out Jedi.
My New Year's,
motherfucker.
this year started off shit for me. I don't have a resolution. My resolution is to survive at this point.
I was gonna say the resolution is to survive.
Main objective: survive.
All right.
That's depressing.
Cut it off.
Rogue.
Cut it off.